Let me tell you something that most people are too scared to admit. Comfort breeds weakness. That soft life you keep chasing, that cozy little routine you've built for yourself, it's destroying everything you could become. You weren't meant to live a life of ease. You weren't meant to coast. You were meant to be challenged, tested, pushed to your limits. But comfort tricks you into thinking you're doing fine when you're not even close to your true potential. It makes you soft, both mentally and physically. You stop striving, stop fighting, stop growing. The gym gets skipped because the bed feels better. The business idea stays a fantasy because Netflix feels easier. The late nights grinding get replaced with pointless scrolling and cheap dopamine. You become addicted to ease, and guess what? Ease is a slow death. Nothing great was ever built in comfort. Warriors aren't made in spas, they're made in trenches. You want strength, go suffer. You want respect, go earn it. But don't for a second believe that staying comfortable will lead you anywhere worth going. Comfort is seductive. It tells you to relax, to wait, to enjoy. But every second you indulge in it, your edge fades, your hunger dies, your fire goes cold. You want to be exceptional, then kill comfort before it kills you. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your trainer, your teacher, your test. Every ounce of progress you will ever make in life comes through pain. But society's brainwashed you to run from it, to numb it, to avoid it. They tell you to take it easy. Don't push yourself too hard. Listen to your feelings. That's why most people are average, because they treat pain like poison instead of fuel. But here's the truth: growth is born in pain. You think confidence comes from comfort. It doesn't. Confidence comes from doing the hard things, failing, getting back up, and doing them again. You think success feels good all the time. It hurts, it burns. It stretches you past your limits. You will be exhausted. You will be frustrated. You will want to quit. But that pain, that's where the magic happens. That's where you separate yourself from the crowd. Every rep that burns, every early morning, every lonely grind, that's the pain that builds a beast. Without pain, you stay the same, weak, average, soft. So the next time it hurts, the next time you feel uncomfortable, good. That means you're growing. That means you're stepping into the version of you that doesn't settle, that doesn't complain, that doesn't fold. Because pain isn't something to avoid. It's the price you pay for greatness. You want success, then get ready to suffer. Real success doesn't come wrapped in a blanket with a cup of coffee and good vibes. It comes wrapped in pain, sacrifice, discipline, and long hours of doing things you don't feel like doing. You've been sold this fake idea that chasing your dreams should feel good all the time, that if it gets uncomfortable, maybe it's not meant for you. That's a lie. Success requires discomfort. That's the entry fee. You don't get to have the body, the business, the freedom, or the power without paying in blood, sweat, and time. It's not supposed to feel nice. Waking up at 5 a.m. to train when your body screams no, grinding at your craft while everyone else is partying, sacrificing rest, comfort, and temporary pleasures. That's the path. That's what separates the top 1% from everyone else. The average person avoids discomfort like a disease, but the elite, they chase it. They live in it because they understand that comfort is a trap. The moment something feels too easy, you're slipping. Growth only happens when you're under pressure. Diamonds don't form in softness. They form under heat and pressure. So if you really want to rise, stop searching for balance. Stop craving comfort. Start hunting pain. Start doing what's hard, because success is uncomfortable. And if it isn't, you're not doing it right. Your enemy isn't out there plotting against you. It's not some rival. It's not bad luck, and it's not your past. Your enemy is your couch. That soft cushion you collapse into every night, remote in hand, scrolling endlessly, wasting hours. You think that's harmless. That's the enemy. That's the trap. That couch is where dreams go to die. Every minute you spend sinking into comfort is a minute stolen from your goals, your future, your potential. You say you want to be great, but you choose comfort every single time. You say you want to be rich, powerful, respected, but you're glued to the couch, feeding yourself garbage entertainment, stuffing your face, and pretending you're taking a break. A break from what? You haven't even started yet. Your competitors are out there sweating, learning, training, building, and you're in a permanent state of rest. That couch has become your prison, and you locked yourself in. You want to know why your life isn't changing? Look at where you're spending your time. That screen in front of you is feeding you comfort, not results. It's numbing your drive, killing your ambition. You need to break free. You need to stand up, kill the urge to relax and go do something uncomfortable, something that actually moves the needle forward. Because every time you choose that couch, you're choosing mediocrity. You're choosing to be left behind. And the world doesn't wait for the lazy. It rewards the hungry. the focused, the ones who are too busy winning to sit down. So ask yourself, how badly do you really want it? Enough to stand up? Or are you going to keep letting your couch win? Comfort zones are the silent killers of greatness. They feel safe, familiar, even satisfying, but they are cages dressed up as freedom. You think you're in control, but you're trapped. Every time you choose what's easy, what feels normal, what you already know, you're reinforcing the walls around your potential. You're building a prison made of your own excuses. You tell yourself you're not ready, that you'll start tomorrow, that you don't want to risk it yet. What you're really saying is you're afraid. Afraid to fail, afraid to struggle, afraid to grow. And that fear, it thrives in comfort. It feeds on routine. It convinces you to stay small, because inside your comfort zone, there's no pressure, but there's also no progress, no risk, but no reward, no failure, but no greatness either. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not evolving. The people you admire, the ones doing big things, they didn't stay where it was safe. They stepped into fear. They got burned, humiliated, exhausted, but they kept going. And that's what set them free. The comfort zone might feel like home, but it's the reason you're stuck, bored, unfulfilled. Your dreams are not in there. They live on the other side, where it's hard, unpredictable, and painful. That's where the magic happens. That's where you find out what you're really made of. So if you want more from life, you need to break the cage. You need to stop worshiping comfort like it's your savior and start treating it like the enemy it is. Because the longer you stay in that zone, the more your potential rots. Get out, get uncomfortable, get alive. No one respects the comfortable. Deep down, even you don't respect yourself when you know you're choosing the easy way out. Comfort doesn't impress anyone. It doesn't inspire. It doesn't command admiration. People respect the ones who suffer, who sacrifice, who show up when it's hard, when it's brutal, when everything in them is screaming to quit, but they don't. That's where respect is earned, not by hiding in softness. You think anyone looks at the guy who avoids the grind, avoids the pain, avoids the challenge, and says, that's who I want to be? No. The world looks up to warriors, to savages who push past limits, not to men who shrink into their comfort zones. You know why people are drawn to high achievers? Because they did what others were too lazy or too scared to do. You can't fake that. You can't sit in comfort and expect to be respected. You want people to take you seriously, then bleed for something, suffer for something, make sacrifices so intense that people have no choice but to recognize your discipline. That's how you walk into a room and own it, by knowing you've done the work no one else was willing to do. Respect doesn't come from words, it comes from war. And if you're not going to war with your own weakness every single day, then you don't deserve it. Get this through your head. Comfort is the fastest way to be forgotten. You want to matter, earn it, grind for it, bleed for it. Let your actions speak so loud that comfort isn't even in your vocabulary anymore. The world doesn't reward the ones who wait. It doesn't care how nice you are, how smart you could be, or how big your dreams are. It rewards hustlers, people who get up every single day and put in the work no matter how they feel. That's the truth. You could have all the potential in the world, but if you're not outworking the next person, you're going to get left behind. Hustlers don't wait for motivation. They move without it. They don't ask for permission. They take what's theirs. While most people are busy making excuses, the hustlers are stacking wins. While you're sleeping in, someone's building the life you keep talking about. While you're busy, recharging, they're out there making sure their future is untouchable. Life doesn't hand out trophies to the ones who wish for success. It hands them to the ones who grind for it like their life depends on it. And it does. Because if you don't hustle, someone else will. And when it's time to cash in, they'll be the ones living the life you fantasized about. Not because they're better, because they earned it. This world owes you nothing. You want freedom. You want power. You want to matter. Then you better be ready to outwork everyone. No one cares how tired you are. No one cares about your excuses. The world sees results. If you don't hustle, you lose. Simple as that. You're running out of time, whether you want to admit it or not. Every second that slips by is gone forever. You think you've got all the time in the world, but you don't. Time is the most ruthless enemy you'll ever face because it never stops moving, never pauses, and it doesn't care about your excuses. While you're procrastinating, overthinking, wasting your energy on things that don't matter, time is taking from you. It's taking your edge, your momentum, your shot at becoming something extraordinary. And one day, sooner than you think, you're going to look in the mirror and realize you've run out of chances. You'll see the years behind you and ask yourself what the hell you did with them. And if your answer is comfort, distraction, and fear, you're going to regret it. That's the brutal truth. You don't get to hit rewind. You don't get to start over. This is it. Right here. Right now, every day you spend comfortable is a day wasted. A day where you could have been building something real. Time doesn't care if you're tired, scared, or unsure. It keeps moving. So you either move with it, or you get left behind. You either take control, or you stay stuck watching others live the life you wanted. You don't get forever. You get now. What you do with it decides everything. At the end of the day, comfort is a lie you tell yourself to avoid facing the hard truth. If you want to unlock your true potential, you have to embrace discomfort. Growth, success, respect, and freedom aren't handed out to those who settle. They're earned by those who push through pain, sacrifice, and struggle. Every moment you choose ease over effort, you're killing the future you could have. So stop waiting for the perfect time, stop looking for shortcuts, and stop letting fear hold you back. Get uncomfortable. Get to work. Because only when you break free from comfort will you discover what you're really capable of. And that's when your potential turns into unstoppable power.